Alright, what is going on guys? WB Kyle here and welcome back to a brand new Hearthstone video. So, with the Spire, the last wing of Karazhan coming out, I have wanted to play Dragon Paladin for so long now and I'm really eager because I made this deck list that you guys are seeing right now and it's actually been working really well for me. The season just reset and I'm only in rank 12. However, since the season reset, obviously I'm still playing against higher level players, lower level players because everyone's just mixed up all over the place right now and no one's in their true rank. So anyway, this list has been switched up a little bit. I think I replaced Blackwing Technicians for like an Azure Drake and Inequality or something like that. And I also took out a Deathwing, the Battlecry Clear Board one, and put in Bran Bronzebeard because turns out that Bran hits a lot of things in this deck like Netherspite Historian, Blackwing Technician, Nightbane Templar, Twilight Guardian, Azure Drake, Blackwing Corruptor, Dragon Consort, Bookworm, Ivory Knight, and N'Zoth. I don't even know how it works with N'Zoth. And I mean, it kind of works with Bookworm because you can't really, like, it's a Battlecry card, but it doesn't work twice. It doesn't kill the same minion twice, and you can't target it again. Anyway, that's about 9 cards that Bran hits, so it turns out he's pretty good in this deck. And yeah, I'm just going to basically play some games with it, show you guys the deck. The game plan is very straightforward. Pretty much play your Fairy Dragon or Netherspite Historian on 2, Blackwing Technician, or Nightbane Templar on 3 generally. You can also play Aldor or Bran if you have to keep up with tempo. On turn 4, you got True Silver Champion, Twilight Guardian. Turn 5, you got Azure Drake, Blackwing Corruptor, and Dragon Consort, which are all really good cards to play on turn 5. I only have one Azure Drake in the deck, and that's just mainly because I couldn't find a space for a second one. Plus, the spell damage in this deck only hits Consecration, so it's not that great. Then turn 6, you got Ivory Knight, Bookworm, and Sylvanas, which are all good cards to play on 6 as well. And then I have N'Zoth in my Dragon Paladin deck. I know a lot of people don't have this, but I thought if you're running Chilma, Sylvanas, and Tyrion, might as well throw in N'Zoth, and it turns out to be pretty good against control decks. So yeah, my win rate with this deck is pretty good. I don't have it like memorized or anything, but it's definitely above like 60%, which is fairly awesome. So yeah, I'm just going to play a few games here. I'm going to show you guys like the highlighted games. I don't want to play all the boring games through, but this is a pretty good hand so far. And yeah, let's just see what the Shaman does. This deck sometimes struggles against aggro if you don't start off with a good curve. I'm actually going to coin out a Fairy Dragon here because I top decked another dragon. If I had coined Fairy Dragon into turn 2 Fairy Dragon, then I wouldn't have had a Nightbane Templar on 3. Anyway, basically, I have never had an issue of not having a dragon in my hand in this deck just because there are so many that I run. At least on my list, there are so many that I run here. So I've never had an issue of not being able to play like a dragon synergy card without having a dragon in my hand. And nice, turn 2 just totem. That's good news for me. He didn't have another totem golem or anything. That would have been quite a bit of despair. And yeah, basically played my 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop here. I have control of the board now. Unfortunately, I don't have a 4-drop. Hopefully I can top deck a Twilight Guardian or something like that within the next few turns. This deck, you might be wondering if it's good against Dragon Warrior, and in my personal experience against Dragon Warrior, I actually have a 100% win rate. I have yet to lose to one, given I've only played against that matchup like 4 or 5 times, but I think that's still a decent enough sample size, especially when he starts, what am I trying to say right now? What am I wanting to play? What should I, Bookworm? I mean, Bookworm is pretty good against this deck. But I already have 2 6-drops. I'm still going to take it, though. Just seems to be the best choice here. Like I was saying, I have about 100% win rate against Dragon Warrior, actually. And that's even if they start off with... I even had a guy go coin Alexstrasza's Champion into Alexstrasza's Champion into like their 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop. And it just turns out if I have the Consecration Equality combo on 6, I just clear everything. And I just have way more late game than those Dragon Warrior decks runs because they're so much more aggro than my list is. So as long as I have the proper answers to their cards at the right time, the deck seems to do really well against it. The only issue I could find maybe is if you just don't have any answers or don't have good starting hands to deal with their really early game threats. But other than that, it tends to be pretty good, this card. Ugh. I'll go face here. Alright, so next turn, 6 mana, looks like probably Bookworm Hero Power or Sylvanas. Bookworm has a pretty good target right here with the Wicked Witch Doctor. Six mana. What's he gonna do? I will, that seems really bad, honestly. Hexing my 5/5. I mean, I know he doesn't know I have like Sylvanas and Tyrion in my deck, but generally you want to save that. This is a bit of a sticky situation here, honestly. The play might just be Sylvanas, even though I have... No, I do think I have to play the Bookworm here. I think I have to deal with that 3/4, otherwise he's just going to get too much value off of it. It's not playing on curve, and it's arguable that the other play is correct. But I'm just going to stick with this one because Totem Shamans can be very scary, and this is actually, I think, my first like real Totem Shaman matchup. I've played against aggro Shamans, and the deck does fairly well against it. I'm not too sure what my win rate is on that one either, but I'm hoping you guys are getting the gist of the deck. My phone is vibrating. Ouch. Seeing this board now, I'm wondering if Sylvanas was the right play. But I mean, if I stole like his Taunt Totem or the Spell Damage Totem, that'd be terrible. So, I don't know. I felt the need to deal with that right away, but we'll see how this goes. Lightning Bolt, okay. Well, good news is if I can stabilize here, he only has one card left in his hand. So that's some good news. Although, I don't see a way I can. I think I might have to Bookworm this Flame Tongue Totem. But then I can play nothing else with that. See, that's the issue. Do I just drop Sylvanas? I'm taking a lot of damage. Taking 12, 15, which I think I'm okay with, actually. Other possibilities are Aldor, Twilight Guardian. Play Aldor on this. Still not that good, though, because it's still a 3/5. I still think that's a better play, though. Also, I could Bookworm just that, but that doesn't do a whole lot to help. His board's full anyway. I think I'm just going to do this play here. That stops a lot of damage, and it gets me the 3/3 body out on the board. And I have Ragnaros Lightlord here to stop the bleeding a little bit. It's unfortunate I don't have either of my Consecrations yet in this matchup. They'd be really nice, actually. Lightning Storm, that's kind of rough. Alright, looking to draw a Consecration here. Blackwing Corruptor. I think that's good enough, actually. Blackwing Corruptor on the Flame Tongue Totem, probably. And then play the Nightbane Templar with it. Alright. Alright, this isn't actually too bad of a board state for me. He's only got 7 damage out on the board right now, so given that it's getting to the late game and my deck's very late game oriented, I think I'm in a pretty good position here, actually, to win this one. Scariest cards I could probably see from him right now are... I don't even know, honestly. Totemic Might would be pretty scary. I don't think that deck runs Doomhammer, but if it did, Thunderbluff is also... That was probably the next card I was going to say, actually. That is going to hurt quite a bit. I'm really looking to draw Consecration, or even... Yeah, no, Consecration's the card I really want here. If not, I'm probably just going to do Bookworm on the... Oh man, if only I had one more mana, that would be a good play. But I'm going to have to book... Oh, shit! I don't have a dragon in my hand. What the fuck did I just do? Does he have lethal then? pretty much when you're mulliganing against any deck, you're looking for the Netherspite Historians, the Nightbane Templars, and the Blackwing Corruptors. And then, of course, a dragon to go along with those. Some matchups you can also keep True Silver Champion. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Is this guy gonna also be playing Dragon Priest? Yes, he is. Alright, well, we got a mirror matchup here, boys. We'll see how it goes. I have a 4-drop, I already have 2 Dragon Consorts in my hand, and I have a feeling this game's gonna go pretty late, so I'll take the Ysera. I think I'm gonna play the Alder here just to not lose complete tempo here. And I'm not gonna attack, there's no reason to. He's gonna make those trades for me. If I just hero powered here, he just has such easy trades, and then he plays like his Blackwing Technician or something, and I just lose the game from there. So I think I have to play this, plus it threatens both of these cards pretty well. Yeah, if I hadn't played this 3-3 here on the board, I probably would have just lost the game. But we got a good curve coming up here, so I'm not too worried about it. I would actually say I'm in a winning position right here. The worst case scenario is probably Shadow Word Pain, hit here, and then heal. I'm guessing that's what his play is going to be if he has the Shadow Word Pain. Okay, well that's good news for me. He didn't have the pain on my 4-drop. And now I got the Blackwing Corruptor. Is that my play actually though? Doesn't really do a whole lot here actually. It kind of just kills a 1-3. And I think those are the trades I'm going to make anyway. If I play Dragon Consort next turn, I'll have 2 mana saved, so 6 mana. Doesn't help too much. Maybe Azure Drake here. Yeah, Azure Drake and then trade both of these. The Holy Nova gets me here, if he's running Holy Nova. I know a lot of Priest decks haven't been running that lately, but it's pretty popular in Priest. Dragon Priest at least, so I'm expecting that here, probably. Blackwing Corruptor. Alright. Okay, that's not too bad actually. The play here, probably going to do Blackwing Corruptor, that trade here. That's what it's looking like right about now. Could also go face, but I have the bigger hand here. I'm pretty sure my deck's probably more late game than his, so I'm just going to take it safe and make the trade. Okay. Alright, he had a pretty slow turn there. That's good news for me. Question is, what is the play here? Could just drop Chilma. I have a feeling that gets Deathed or Entombed though. Could do True Silver, kill this, Hero Power. I think I'm gonna do the Chilma. Why not? Go face. It's the on-curve play. I can't think worst case scenarios in this matchup, I don't think. There's the Entomb, as expected. That's not that big of a deal, honestly. It's better than my Tyrion getting Entombed, to be fair. Alright, I'm gonna double Dragon Consort here, actually. Eight mana, 2/5/5s is pretty good. Plus I can get the Ysera discount for next turn if I wanted it. The reason this deck doesn't run like Ysera or Nefarian or like Deathwing Dragonlord, it's just like oftentimes you discover them with the Netherspite Historians, and with the Dragon Consorts it actually discounts them to a really good amount. So I just feel the need to not run them because I discover them often enough if I really feel I am going to need them in the matchup. So yeah, that's basically my reasoning. Could play my own Sylvanas. Is that bad though? I don't know, honestly.
Let me
honestly, this is a tough turn. My thoughts are True Silver Champion, killed the 3-2, Hero Power, all face. It's 15 damage. And best he can steal is a 5-5, so I'm not too concerned. Plus this sets him up for potential lethal next turn. Especially if I discover something with the Ivory Knight. So as you can see, although he got his Wormrust Agent on turn 1, Nether Spite Historian on turn 2, Blackwing Technician on turn 3, I've managed to come back in the game just because my deck just likes to make it to the late game and then pretty much just dumpster on people because they cannot keep up with the amount of big cards I have. You saw he had to entomb my Chilma, and yet I still have a bunch of big threats on the board and in my hand. Alright, so worst case he got the 5-5 like I said. But honestly here, that is not too big of a deal. Alright, let's see here. Could Bran Ivory Knight, could also just drop the Ysera, as well as a Blackwing Technician? No, because there's no dragon for that. Could also just play Sylvanas. Let's play Ysera. That means I play Blackwing Technician first. Then I play Ysera. Alright, we're in a pretty good board state here. Ysera might get entombed, but then that's both the entombs, and I still have Tyrion, Ragnaros Lightlord, N'Zoth, and Sylvanas in my deck, so I'm not too concerned if that happens. Trying to think worst case scenario for me here, and I'm just not seeing it. Alright, so he's just going to try to survive here. Alright, he's at 11. Puts him 7 off of lethal. Alright, I think the play here is Bran Ivory Knight. Yep. Equality? Yeah, let's take the equality. I already have one, but the other two are just kind of trash. Enter the Colosseum or lay on hands. I don't think this game's going to go to fatigue. And I already have a decent amount of ways to deal with the board, so I think I'm going to take the lay on hands. Then I'll trade here. That way he does not threaten my other 2 minions. Ysera Awakens is a good one. So this is one of those games where picking Ysera happened to be a really good move because I assumed it was going to go really into the late game. So I've already gotten 2 cards off of it as well as a trade, and it's still on the board as a pretty big threat. So that is good news for me. And is this lethal? Don't believe it is, actually. Hold on. I think it is. So Ysera Awakens, he goes down to 8. I have 4 plus 2. It is not, actually. Oh, wait, but with Dream. Oh, no, it doesn't make a difference. 5, 9, 11. I'm 2 off lethal here. Do I lay on hands my Ysera? Do I overdraw then? I have 5, 8. I'd go down to 7, draw 3. Then I guess I could play another spite with it. I'll probably end up drawing a dragon. But then I discover one and then I overdraw anyway. I don't think overdrawing is too big of a deal, honestly. Let's do it. Yep. Question is, I could overdraw Tyrion though. Oh well. Dragon Consort. Oh no. I should have thrown out the dream, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking there. I panicked too hard. Oh well. Misplay. I don't think it should matter too much at this point in the game. I think it's a pretty easy win from here. I have a ton of damage in my hand. I actually have 6. Yeah, okay. I have lethal this game. Or this turn. Alright, I don't even mind burning that, right? I have lethal. So 5, 9, 13, 15. Perfect. And that was carried by Ysera. I still think the lay on hands play was correct. I just also think I should have dreamed his 3/6 on the board. So I didn't overdraw totally. At least I'd get the Ysera card in that case. But yeah, that was a cool win there. Ysera win condition off the Nether Spite Historian was pretty good. I wonder if it's too slow to just hero power here. If I play the Nightbane Templar, I still need all 3 to trade into this. But then next turn I Aldor. I think that's fine. Any other play is too slow to keep up. 2 mana, 3/4s, man. Okay, at least he didn't have that turn 1. I'm actually quite happy to see that. Setting this to 1 doesn't do anything. So maybe I just play Fairy Dragon instead. Yeah. Four mana, 7/7. So it's definitely an aggro deck. Looks like True Silver is the play here. And I don't have a dragon, so I'm hoping I draw one next turn for the Blackwing Corruptor. How many dragons do I actually run in this deck? 2 Fairy Dragon, 2 Twilight Guardian, an Azure Drake, 2 Dragon Consorts, Bookworm, Chillmaw. Yeah, so I run 9 dragons in this deck. Come on, dragon. If not, I'll probably just consecrate. There's a dragon. Cool. And do I swing at this thing with the True Silver Champion? I don't think so. I don't think killing the 2/1 is very important here. Especially since I have 2 consecrations in my hand. If he fills up his board here, I probably have a good chance of clearing it all off. Alright. Sylvanas. I was thinking of Aldering the 1/5, but this is more on curve, and it's just the overall power play. I'm not too worried about getting hit in the face for 6 here, so oh well if it happens. And even if he makes this trade, stealing a totem's fine. I still get a 2-for-1 with Sylvanas. Spell damage totem's pretty good too with the consecrations. Play something else. Darn. I might still throw out a consecration here, just so I can clear this off. Take advantage of the spell damage totem. Although the spell damage actually does not matter here, funny enough. Now, throwing out a consecration would be pointless. These are just so good in this matchup. Need to wait until he has bigger board. 2 fire elementals. It's an interesting deck. Alright, well I will be... Tyrion just gets hexed, right? 9 times out of 10. I think it does. If I clear the board though with Consecration, I can't play anything else. And that kind of sucks. But he has the 1/1 out. That's too good against Tyrion. Yeah. And I take the 6. I mean, there's always going to be a hex in his hand, but I'm hoping I can bait it out with something a little less necessary than Tyrion. Because Tyrion's definitely the power play in this deck. When I say power play, I mean like the best solo standing card I can play on curve, except I'm too scared of hex. If he hexed that, that would have been really bad for me. And even if he didn't hex it, he had a 1/1 and a 6/5 out, so I'd be basically playing it for the weapon. Stormcrack. Maybe Reno? No, I saw 2 fire elementals. Is this the Tyrion turn? I kind of want to kill both of these, but I actually can't. Or is Ivory Knight better? I think I still gotta take it slow. Try to find some answers. Silvermoon Portal or Solemn Vigil? Solemn Vigil could be really good on one of my big Consecration turns. Yeah, sure. The hope here is he loads up his board. I Consecration, Solemn Vigil. Throw in another minion. Then turn 10, N'Zoth just gets Sylvanas, but that might be good enough. At least I might bait out a hex for Tyrion. Al'Akir, okay. Wasn't expecting that. This might be a problem. Although Alder's pretty good. Ugh. Tyrion? If he gets hexed, I lose though, don't I?
Let me think.
I think this is a tough turn actually. Alright. I know that only stops a bit of damage, but I'm hoping it stops 10 to my face is the hope, because 6 to face is a lot less scary. And if he doesn't trade here, the Bookworm is pretty good. But he's probably going to trade. Oh, Rockbaiter. Okay. So probably Bookworm, True Silver Champion. Bookworm the 3/3, True Silver Champion the 4/4. Question. This is actually tough though, because if I Bookworm the 3/3, this becomes a 6/4. And that's a lot of damage. So is Bookworming this better and then hitting this?
Let me think.
Bookworming this removes 4 damage. Killing this removes 6. Well, I'd be killing this as well, but it's interesting for sure. But I think this is better. Alright, and as long as... I think if he doesn't have an insane turn this turn, I win the game. Especially if I draw some sort of healing, which is in my deck left just Ragnaros. But I also ran a Forbidden Healing in this deck. Okay, there's the Hex. That is good news. He might have a second one in his hand. It is likely since he only has 12 cards left. Well, it's not that likely, but I think Tyrion has to be the play here. Yep, praise no second hex, basically. And then if everything goes right, N'Zoth next turn and win the game. Although if I drew Ragnaros next turn, I'd probably play that over the N'Zoth. Alright, looks like he doesn't have the Hex. Just 2. Kills an extra 1/1. Nice. Alright. Well, I think I win. I'm going pretty low. But N'Zoth here might just win me the game. And I'm going to swing at this thing. Just for totemic might purposes, and I'm going to have to kill it eventually anyway, so. Unless he doesn't have like Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt, or double Lava Burst, I should win the game. I would say like 80% of the time I win the game here. It's quite scary. Did I win? I think I won. It's anti-Ashbringer value, but it doesn't really matter that much. I got 15 here.
Let none survive.
Just gotta play this game full control now. I think I need the taunt up here. And might be complete overkill, but there's no point in taking chances at this point in the game, so. Although that might have set up lethal next turn. 17, 18. Yeah. To be honest, probably should have hit face there, but it's not that big of a deal, I hope. Plus, it prevents him from getting a higher chance at the spell damage one, and that's the card I was looking for. Hoorah.
For justice.
Go down to 3, he'll, yeah. I don't want to damage any of my other minions because otherwise they have a chance at getting... I missed 1 damage. Okay. I'm not looking to... Oh, but it could hit the N'Zoth. Fuck. Woo! Not punished. I forgot my N'Zoth was damaged. Okay. That would have been some crazy misplays if he happened to draw the damages. Alright, well, that was a well-fought game. I thought I had lost that one at one point. This is hopeful that I draw a dragon. Wondering if I should mulligan the True Silver in that case. Probably, right? So if I don't get a dragon, this hand's actually quite shitty. And I still don't have one, so... Oh well, I got a couple turns to draw one. I'm not worried about it. I got 9. The odds are pretty high. Still no dragon. This is actually kind of scary. Alright, Hero Power turn 2 Hunter. I win the game pretty much. It's basically how that goes most of the time. Wow, still no dragon. That is pretty unlikely. 9 out of 24 of these cards are dragons here. I know at the start of this video I said I've never been in this situation before, but I mean variance, I guess every now and then you're just unlucky. Good news is there's a dragon and he got off to a really bad hunter start this game. We both got off to really bad starts, to be completely honest, but Hero Power turn 2 and 3 for him is kind of rough. At least I had a turn 3 play. Probably gonna coin out Blackwing Corruptor. Yep, that's a good Blackwing Corruptor target right there. So that is the play. And I will trade because I don't like Houndmaster. Houndmaster is a pretty good card, and playing around it is a smart idea. Next turn is probably just the other Blackwing Corruptor, if not Dragon Consort, into something like a Fairy Dragon, maybe. Okay, this Scavenging Hyena deck has got to stop. Because I don't know what it is, but the last, like, 3 times I've played Hunter, it's ran Scavenging Hyena, and I don't know why. Did Hunter get, like, a synergy card with this thing? It's not even that good. I could even Aldor it if I wanted to. But I don't think that's necessary. Actually, yeah, I am, because that's a lot of tempo. Keeps my guy alive, too. And Crusher. So much for your 8/5 2-drop, buddy. Seen from here out, it's like, how does he win when my next plays are Draconite Crusher, Chilma, Tyrion, Zoth? Like, it's pretty ridiculous. Especially when 2 of those have taunt. And then I bring back 2 of the taunts. Looks like a definite spell hunter. Yogg Hunter is what I meant to say. The other day, I actually had a really interesting matchup against a hunter who played 2 minions total in his whole deck, and it was Barnes and Yasharj. So Barnes would bring out a 1/1 Yasharj every time, which at the end of the turn would bring out the 10/10. So you basically play a 4-mana 3/4 1/1 and 10/10, except he ran no other minions. So if you can kill that 10/10, you just win the game because he has no other minions in his entire deck. It was an interesting thought. I gave him props for it, but still, like, I don't know. Kind of iffy. Am I gonna trade here? Yeah, that's a lot of damage coming my way. Why not trade? There's no point in not trading here. As long as he doesn't kill me, I'm pretty much gonna win the game every time. Scary card. But not that scary, because I have Tyrion Forging. And good thing hunters have no way of dealing with him. Yeah, like this is one of those games where I just had a good curve, and he had a really bad curve, so I win the game. This deck is similar to Beast Hunter in a way that you just play your good cards on curve, you play your answers, you hit the face, and you win the game pretty much. I mean, you hit the face once you have board control, but I mean, you get the point. Also, I actually opened this gold Chilma. It was pretty lit, not gonna lie. Did I... What's the play here? Okay. I got the Equality Consecration combo. You might say you could have played Dragon Consort and Azure Drake this turn. Yes, I know, but I was wanting to draw into a better play. So, that was not incorrect order. And a 3/5 instead of a 5/5 isn't even that big of a deal here. Plus, I won this game already, so I'm just kind of nonchalantly throwing cards out there. I'm so confident I've won this game, I'm pretty sure the only way I lose this game is if I disconnect, actually. Well, that is Tundra Rhino. Maybe I'm speaking too soon here. Ouch. Maybe I am speaking too soon. I don't think I even play N'Zoth here, actually. Nah. Who do I play N'Zoth here? Just gets me Tyrion, but is Tyrion good enough? I don't think so. I'm trying to think about the best way to go about trading this, because I don't know if it's just trade here consecration or if I should use the equality as well, or if I equality before or after I trade. I think I just go equality consecration into the trade. Alright. And next turn I got 11 damage only. Uh-oh. Or no, 12 damage. I don't know if I played that turn right. That might have been a turn where I threw. I don't know what else would have been better. Maybe N'Zoth was just better. Just get the Taunt Divine Shield out there. Or maybe Chilma? I don't know. I thought this game was unlosable, but then he brought out Tundra Rhino into a charging fiery bat, into a lot of face damage. I never expected that. It's actually scary too, because I don't have lethal even next turn. So if he gets me down to his hero power range this turn, then I think I just lose, unless I draw Ivory Knight or Ragnaros. Or a True Silver Champion, actually. So, it's not over. Is he just doing this thing where he's going to win last second? Or did he genuinely give up? Wow. Okay. Don't know what you're doing, bud. And I think I hit this because taking the 2 damage stops the... But even if he has kill command hero power, that's still only 7. If I take 6... How do I get punished? I don't think killing that matters. Because if he has like 2 kill commands or kill command quick shot, I lose the game anyway. But I think I would have lost last turn if he had that, so I don't know. Probably doesn't have it. Whew. If he had attacked last turn. Oh, but if that's explosive trap, I lose too. Oh boy. But if I can't even like play around that. Not explosive trap. Yes. Okay, thank God. Woo! Well played. Alright, well that was way closer than I expected it to be, mainly because he had a cool Tundra Rhino Fiery Bat charge play. But anyway, we won the game. And that is basically the gist of the deck. I know I only went 3 and 2, but hey, that's a 60% win rate. That's what I called it at the start of the match. And I also played a bunch of matchups that I hadn't prior to making this video. And I'm sure I'm going to be making more videos on this deck. Might switch up the list a little bit here or there. Let me know suggestions you guys have down in the comments for this Dragon Paladin deck. Let me know your guys' changes that you have made to your own decks and what decks you guys have been playing. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.